Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
The After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
That's right. Hello, welcome to the Tuesday KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin got me all hot and bothered for some food today. You got all these food topics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about cereals and ice creams and all that kind of good stuff.
Me and Sweet Suits were talking about how we're going to get a real whap after this. We get that wet-ass pizza.
Oh, you are?
I might even order it on the podcast so it's there when I get home.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm making power moves.
Yeah, it really is.
So you don't even have to go a second without stuffing your pie hole.
Smart.
I've been up for a minute. I haven't eaten anything. I'm starving. For whatever reason, I'm so hungry.
You want some hot wings?
I'm good. I'm good.
I got some more. You let me know. I'll fix you up one.
You ever wake up in those moods you're hungrier than for some reason you're extra hungry?
It feels like the more you eat the day before, the more hungry you are the following day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have some hazelnut pierogies last night.
Hazelnut pierogies, huh?
They look like pierogies. They're Publix sells them. And they look like these pierogies, but they got this frosting on top of them, and then you bite into them. They've got hazelnut that oozes
like
out.
Nutella.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Just my game.
Yeah.
And I was doing so good. Like 9:30 came running around, and I was yearning for something chocolatey.
Okay, gotcha. Huh?
And now I'm really hungry because I ate them last night. Virginia's right.
Yep. The more you eat, the hungrier you are.
That's really odd how that works.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah, stretches out your stomach.
Well, I've heard you talk about that before. If you pile on some food the night before, you wake up kind of ravenous.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I wish we could buy like some kind of pill that'll shrink your stomach, like a preparation H.
That's for your butthole.
I know, but like something that would do the same thing, like shrink everything.
Yeah, it's actually just not eating. It'll shrink up on its own.
Yeah.
So you don't need a pill. Yeah, if you get hungry, just have a little bit of water. That'll trick your brain into thinking that you're not hungry, and then you can keep on going.
I lost some weight, so I have a little bit to play with right now. So I'm hazelnutting the fuck out of some things.
Okay, so you're going after it, huh? You got some catching up to do?
I'm going to the gynecologist in a few minutes, where right before they look in your clam, they put you on a scale and weigh you. So that's not fun.
Do you ever go into one of those things and go, oh man, I just love the gynosaurus, and man, I got to lose some weight in my pussy.
Yeah, do they weigh your clam?
They do not weigh your clam.
Virginia, yes, your pussy's getting a little fat.
But it's a rough 30 minutes. I mean, you have to find out, I put on a few pounds. That sucks. And then you have to have someone digging around in your uterus.
Look, getting your nards checked out is no Swiss picnic either. You know, they're pulling, they're cough.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's root around. Yeah, private part checking is not fun.
Any kind of hands where you don't want them on your pink parts sucks.
Yeah. Just not a fun day, huh?
Okay. Yeah, and Doc, why does your hands have to be so cold? You know, maybe put a fucking, I don't know, a little warm biscuit in your hand before you touch my dick.
Yeah, before you touch my biscuit, put a warm biscuit in your hand.
Why do doctors' hands always feel like they've been holding an ice cube for 30 minutes?
Well, some people did send us some ice cream suggestions as we were talking about that. Heather said you need to try Cookie Two-Step by Bluebell.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like Bluebell's jingles too.
Yeah, they do some good stuff. They do really good ice cream.
Does Fat Kevin, would a pizza / ice cream party be a nice pairing for a Fat Kevin?
Oh my gosh, it was my favorite. Yeah. Oh, I lived for that on Friday nights. We would do a pizza crossing pizza and some ice cream, and oh man, that's why I love Friday nights.
Do little kids still get jacked up about that? If you're we're gonna have a pizza party with ice cream. They think the modern day kid loves that.
Yeah, when they have pizza parties at kids' school, kids lose their mind.
Yeah, it's still exciting.
We need to do more adult pizza parties. No.
I love it.
You have adults come over. It's pizza. It's ice cream. You can throw some cocktails in there, of course, because that's when the fun starts to happen, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Justin had a suggestion. You guys got to check out Milking Our Ice Cream Fan Club on Facebook. It's a local dairy in Okeechobee, and they make their own ice cream, and it's amazing, including flavors that have alcohol in it.
Ooh.
My wife will actually put a scoop in her coffee every morning.
I love it. I'm into it.
Milking our ice cream?
I guess so.
Let's look it
I
up.
think it might have to be an ice cream day today, too, then.
Okay, pizza and ice cream. So you're going to do that party.
Yeah, we'll call it Fuck It Tuesday. Who wants to do Fuck It Tuesday with me?
It's Fat Tuesday Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back around again.
Chat room, you want to do Fuck It Tuesday with me? Come on.
You just need someone else to be a part of this.
Fuck It
He's not the
Tuesday,
only one,
you
yeah.
have to have a partner in crime. If just one person in the chat room goes, I'm in.
Then it's not so
Success.
bad.
It
'cause
is
somebody
fun.
else.
It's a team sport.
But I think I was raised that way. My family, snacks and food and I don't know, doing fun activities together and having people around was always a big thing.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's been a big part of so many different societies, and people still love it. Food and family and all that kind of good stuff coming together. It's fun. Well, what do you think about this? The Florida House voted on Friday, and I think Governor Ron DeSantis finally signed off on it, making strawberry shortcake the official state dessert of Florida.
People that love the key lime pie are pissed.
No, they're not.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yeah, Republican Rep Jim Mooney, who represents the Florida Keys, is a defender of the key lime pie, but he still backed the bill. He said key lime pie is Florida state pie, but this is Florida state dessert.
Okay, so this is not at all going to be fucking politically. I can just hear and see the comments on social media.
Yeah.
I get why they're doing it. They're trying to push strawberries and also Florida dairy for the whipped topping part of it. So I get what they're doing, but it's not better than key lime pie. Sit down.
I wish people could keep this cool and not make it, because it's going to turn into, fucking this and that, and Republicans and
Well,
Democrats.
that's why they had to get Mooney involved, because he represents the Keys. So he's saying, no, we're the pie. This is the dessert. So it's really kind of two different categories, even though it's not.
Mooney. Of course he's going to be on the side of Florida dairy. He's got moo in his name.
I mean, key lime pie and the strawberry pie.
That's what I thought. They feel
Desserts.
like
Come
that was
on.
my first thought, too. It's in conflict.
Come
but they're
on.
trying to, in a sense, create two separate categories. Say, no, you can have your pie and eat it, too.
Do you
And-
have to give me political fucking spin even on this shit? It's a fucking fun pie debate.
Yeah.
Everything is political, and we should fight.
That's what I'm saying. We can't even have a pie discussion.
They're trying to turn you against each other.
Well, there's a lot going on, especially in those areas. A lot, it's very Republican. You look at Winterfest and the areas where they got the strawberry. In fact, the Strawberry Festival is coming up here, like in the next couple of weeks. And I didn't realize this, but the Florida state strawberry industry is worth $1 billion annually. How about that?
That's huge.
You said I'm sorry, it was strawberry cake or strawberry shortcake?
Strawberry shortcake
Would you agree?
with Florida whipped topping on top of it.
But do you
with Florida strawberry.
Do you agree with that though? Is that something that everyone's eating around these parts?
No.
I don't really know that many people. And again, not political statement. Who is eating strawberry shortcake on the reg?
Well, when you think about Florida and what people come here for, it's definitely more key lime pie. So they're trying to change the narrative, which I can appreciate. They're trying to help the local economy by doing so. But if you want us to pretend like we don't see key lime pie anymore,
Well,
like,
that's just it. Yeah. We still see you key lime
we
pie.
still see and prefer key lime pie. We want to give the Florida strawberry and the Florida dairy whipped topping some love as well, but
See, with strawberry shortcake.
strawberry.
It's all about if the main part is moist enough. Because you ever have that dry ass strawberry
I've had
shortcake?
a dry ass before.
A dry ass strawberry shortcake is not what we're looking for.
Awful.
It is. And then you hope that the whipped cream and then the strawberry goo helps everything out. All the notes got to be working. Can I get a fucking A?
A.
Man. I gotta stop swearing. I know. I gotta reel in the swearing. I get it. Stop sending me comments.
I didn't send the comments. You curse it up, bitch.
All right. Fuck yeah. I am.
Somebody said, look at the Strawberry Festival. Their lineup might actually be better than Sunfest.
What about the Strawberry Festival?
Strawberry Festival is still very powerful. Yeah.
What's their lineup?
They have got a little bit more country than we do, but they've got Nelly's going to be there. Sammy Hagar, Boys to Men is going to be part of it. They have then got on the country level, Lauren or Sam Hunt, Lady Antebellum or Lady A is going to be there. They've got Cole Swindell, Jake Owen, Oak Ridge Boys, Lee Greenwood.
Oh, Oak Ridge Boys. My
Bellamy Brothers.
baby is American made.
Yeah.
Born and brewed
In the USA.
From a sexy ass down to her sexy fucking leg. I forget the,
Yeah.
I don't think it goes like that.
I like the X-rated version.
I'm not sure it goes
From
like
her
that.
sexy ass legs.
I'm so glad you knew that song.
I almost didn't. I was like, what's he singing?
Thank
Oh, okay.
God. That would have been a lonely song to go out on.
Yeah. In fact, yes, you got Jake Owen tomorrow night, so it's going on starting this week.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Tesla's going to be there.
Are they signs?
You ever wear the signs?
Rocking on a cigarette, drinking my wine.
Is that it?
Do this, don't do that. Can't you see the signs? It's something like that.
Okay. Yeah, somewhere close.
I think you nailed it. Anytime we can sing, I think it's a great day.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Other stuff that we got here, talking about Florida. They had announced the 2022 hurricane season names, and I don't know if you saw, but they got one, Virginia, is at the end there. So it's almost like Virginia's got her own storm name coming up this year.
Hurricane Virginia. She's going to blow in here and fuck you up.
It's named Virginia?
Virginia.
Really? That's what they're going with? Virginia?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They can't just go with Ginny. I
Nope.
know, fucking.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Are they just, they're fucking with us now. What's next? Coven?
Yeah, they got some odd names.
I mean, technically, you could do Hurricane Jasona. No?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, they could.
I mean,
I think as they run out of names, they, have to take other
they ran out.
incarnations of names.
But they've run out of all names. Every name's been done.
I think every time it becomes like a storm, they have to retire that name. Even if it never comes ashore and fucks everybody up.
So
if we know about it and it's coming for us and they report on it.
If the potential of Hurricane Hank comes around, but Hurricane Hank doesn't do shit.
Well, I think if Hank even comes ashore, even if he doesn't do shit, even if Hank comes ashore, I think they retire Hank.
That does not sound like she's 100%. Again, Virginia fucked up facts.
Yeah.
That is so not accurate. And so many times she goes unchecked. We just let her go with these
I know.
facts.
Yeah, she just throws out garbage. In fact, somebody even called me on that today. It's like going, why does Virginia get the last word like it's official? And what she just said is completely wrong.
Thank you.
And then you end it. You've got to be like, no, Virginia's out of her mind. That's not right. And then move on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We got to
So
start.
too often, Virginia gets the final word, and you're like, oh, what? And people
Yeah.
are screaming at the radio, be like, that's not right.
And we have to play 13 minutes of commercials, and then she gets out of it. Because
Yeah.
it's, no, your days are numbered, Wish. We're gonna start keeping you accountable. I'm not gonna make it a weather factoid.
Yeah. People are screaming at me. How did you just let that go?
You're right. Man, she's wrong a lot.
Yes.
It's all about your delivery.
That's what it is.
If you sound like you know
Yeah.
what the fuck you're talking about, people believe you.
But sometimes you don't sound like you know what you're talking about, and we still don't we don't call you on it, and that's gotta change.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Talking about somebody had sent this list of world headlines that could be true. People who haven't changed profile picture to Ukrainian flag added to FBI terrorist watch list.
What?
Wait, what?
These are headlines that could be true, not to say that they are.
Oh, okay.
That could be true. They sound believable, but maybe they are not. Have you seen everybody with the Ukrainian flags added to their profile?
Yes.
I've seen a lot of it, yes.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like been that little list, and they all seem to have the same sensibilities. I'm noticing that there is a grouping even with this. It's so crazy how everybody just divides themselves.
Oh, you're right. Even if people are on the same side and they agree with each other, give them.
They're finding a way to divide themselves.
10 minutes on Twitter. They're gonna find each other.
Wait a minute. We agree? No, wait. We can't agree.
Yeah.
What the hell? We got to find a way to be divided here. Local man protests Russia by returning mail order bride. Okay, I can see that. CNN replaces COVID death counter with Ukrainian death counter.
Oh.
CNN loves a death counter.
They do.
They love it.
Oh my gosh. And now that COVID is, I don't know, questionably not nearly as big a headline as it was. You're right. What are we going to do? Because that death counter must drive ratings.
And I swear, at times it got bigger. At times,
Yes,
I'm like,
or
is that death counter? I'm talking about the size of the actual clock.
It would get to be a deeper shade of red.
Yes.
Blood red.
There's like, it's like, okay, troublesome red, but then there's just death red.
Are people freaked out enough? No, they're not. Make it redder. Make it bigger.
Mm-hmm. In protest against Russia, vodka to be renamed Happy Potato Juice. Okay, could be. And another could be true headline, Betty White mysteriously silent on Ukraine invasion.
Damn.
Potato juice. Does that sound good to you?
Happy Potato Juice sounds great to me.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be fine with it.
Give me some Happy Potato Juice.
Starch is kind of starchy, but it's going to be salty.
Wait, so you put potato juice in there and what? You mix it with vodka?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
That sounds fucking terrible, no?
It is when you say you're mixing potato juice with,
vodka.
I think they make vodka out of potatoes.
With tomato
I know they
juice.
do, but could you still do the same? Could you make your own little potato juice, kind of like an apple juice, and then just add vodka? Would that taste good to you? Or that just something that'd be gross?
You're not going to get a lot of liquid out of a potato, but you could boil it and then make like a cloudy, liquidy
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
potato juice.
It ain't gonna work.
Nate C thinks it should be called Happy Potato Milk.
Oh,
M-E-L-K.
milk.
Milk. Love me some milk.
Milk.
We had some comments that had come in from today on unmotivated kids, something that we got into early this morning on the regular show. And Al sent this in. He said, yeah, we are having the same problem with my stepson as the email you got. This was parents of a teenager that just really is not putting forth any effort in school, on homework. They've tried punishments, everything they could think of. They've tried incentives, everything they could think of, and nothing seems to be working. And we were talking about, well, maybe there's something else there. Maybe there's some therapy that could go on. And somebody texted in earlier right after that one comment we didn't get to earlier today. They said the school psychologist has made a huge difference in our daughter. She was depressed as a result of a year in COVID isolation being virtual for school. We didn't know it until the school psychologist kind of cracked through on that.
Huh.
Another text said, my son is a freshman with all of these same situations. However, he refuses to speak to a therapist. He tells his coach and everyone else that all is fine, but clearly it is not.
Yeah, and some people don't want to talk to a therapist, too. Some people want to try to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
But it's your job, if you're talking about a teenager or a young person, if you're the parent, it is your job to make them do what they have to do to get in a better headspace. That is part of being a parent. And yes, your kid may want to fight you on it. But this is where you got to step up and say, you're asking me to not do my job as a parent, and I can't be that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you hope that you can find somebody. I was kind of how I don't know if you guys have ever seen Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Matt Damon's character didn't want to see a therapist, but he ended up getting with the right kind of person. I think when it comes to a lot of this stuff, you have to get the right kind of person that's able to reach you. If you get with the wrong therapist, it can turn people off. It's happened to me before. It just do some shopping and make sure that because sometimes the first one's not the right one for you.
Totally.
Right, yeah.
And let the kid pick the gender. Let the kid pick, the age group. If they want a younger therapist, if they want an older therapist, male, female, let your child be a part of that.
Because sometimes therapy comes in a form you don't even expect. So sometimes kids just gravitate to somebody that's a little older to them that's in the family that they may trust more. Sometimes they feel like they can talk to them. It all depends on the situation.
Al said in an email, I said, we're having the same problem with my stepson. He's been in counseling for several months now. He doesn't do any schoolwork or homework. He refuses to get a job. His phone is locked, meaning he can only make or receive phone calls when not at home. Only, not allowed to have a phone any other time. All apps have been removed. His video game console's in the attic until he ever moves out. He's 16 and has zero desire to even get a driver's license or car. He just acts completely miserable all the time. My wife and I know he smokes pot with his friends, either on the way to or from school. I'm pretty sure he shoplifts as well, shows up at home with new things his friends give him or supposedly buy for him. Is it wrong for me to hope that he gets busted and arrested? Nothing else seems to work, and I think that maybe the scared straight technique might be the best for him. It's disheartening. His poor attitude, smart mouth, and lack of motivation is rubbing off on the other two kids, 13 and 7. Crazy thing, our pets don't even care for him. The dog growls at him, and the cat won't even go to the side of the house if he's home. I'm venting to you, but thanks for reading. So
It sucks,
Yeah, it
man.
sounds like he's depressed too.
yeah, it's
It could
tough.
be. It could be chemical.
But here's the thing, too, sometimes, and I think this is where the debate gets, sometimes people will say, I'm depressed, and they're not depressed, and they use that as an excuse. I think that's where people get, the kid could very much be depressed, but then you have to also ask yourself, when is just somebody fucking up and being a derelict and not being depressed, and how do you decipher the two? Because I know some people that can use depression as a crutch, even when they're not depressed, and I know that because they've admitted it to me.
Yeah. One high school teacher had texted in this morning. She said, I can tell you a lot of times constant laziness is due to a lack of vision. You need to help your child figure out something they want to be in the future, whether it's a particular college to attend or a career to work towards, but have a goal and a purpose. When any human being lacks purpose, they lack direction, and these are typically the results.
I do like the idea of trying to find something I think a lot of times people aren't motivated to do the shit they don't want to do.
You're right.
If you're able to find something they are into doing, now the problem is, let's say your kid's not really into anything, and the things that they're into is smoking the pot, or yeah, it sucks.
Well, then that's just it. You got to try to figure out, okay, well, how are you going to get into that? And, hey, anymore, they're legalizing marijuana everywhere. Hey, you want to get in the pot industry?
Well, I mean,
It'd be very lucrative for you one day.
if the kid shows that they've got a niche for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, sort of here, but yeah, you're right. Some kids they don't have a plan.
So we've thrown about everything out that you can do, from talking to counselors, trying to get them motivated. And you know what? Maybe the last thing, a last resort, if you can't get anything else, send them to the military. Maybe that'll do something.
Calling Dr. Filthy, put him on that scared straight. I'm Dr. Phil. I love when they have the sergeants come out and they start screaming at the kid. The kid acts all hard. They always fucking end up breaking the kid, but when they throw the kid in the cell.
They put that Bergoli chick on Dr. Phil, and now look, she's making millions of dollars and living in Los Angeles.
You're right. It's all fucked.
Maybe that's what you got to do. Just send your kid to Dr. Phil. They say something sassy to him. They go viral and get famous.
Yeah, but
Solved all the problems.
Are you happy if your kid grows up to be Cash Me Outside? Are you pumped if Caitlyn, yeah, come on, Cash Me Outside, say it to my face. Are you pumped?
Her dad doesn't seem thrilled. Her dad still lives here. He's, PBSO?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, but would you be pumped?
No.
I wouldn't be pumped. I get that you've got the sweets of the world with money and all that, but I'm not pumped.
I don't rate a person by what they make or what
No.
they've made. Yeah, it's...
I'd be so bummed out.
Yeah.
You care more about the character of the individual.
I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd be so bummed out if that's what everyone thought of my kid. Cash Me Outside girl.
It'd be tough. Yeah. But, I think her mom loves it, and that's the problem, is the mom feeds into it and is like, yeah, go girl. Eric had sent in an email, and he said, I heard Virginia talking about Magnolia taking her school trip next year, and my sister wanted to go on a trip that was similar to the one that Mags wants to go on when she was a senior. My parents were not comfortable with it, so what they did was they got a couple of her friends who also weren't allowed to go, and they all, with their parents, got them tickets for a 5-day Norwegian cruise. Once the boat leaves the dock, 18-year-olds can drink. Not nearly as scary as a third world country, and you get to go on a cruise. All right.
Is Mags going?
I think she may go, and I've been doing the work, so I've talked to other parents that are also sending their kids. And so now I know who she's going to be roommating with, and I think I'm going to go too.
Okay.
Now, is that right after Mardi Gras or right before?
It's way after.
Okay.
Summer. It's right when they break from their senior year, right going into summer of their senior year.
Okay.
Or after they graduate.
You think, that's so far away from now, but before you know it, we'll be talking about how you're going on some trip.
It's a year from now. Virginia's, finalizing her plans.
Well, Mama wanted to travel more, Cam.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can go to Freeport too. You're not the only person that can go to Freeport, Mags.
Yeah, so in your face.
I can go and get my own hotel. I don't have to go on this senior trip, but I can just be there, and you don't know where I'm watching you from. I could be in the bushes sipping a daiquiri in a ghillie suit.
It's a horrifying feeling, Max. She did it to me at Bigfoot's wedding. I didn't know where she was at, but she was always watching me, always in some kind of fucking weird balcony. Always there.
I found a perch.
Oh, she did.
Inches from where Jay Bird was standing in the ceremony.
I had to snap at Virginia right before the wedding started. Shut the fuck up.
She's up there.
Which is always where you want to be, right before you're in the wedding party. Everyone's looking, going, what's wrong with that guy?
Why is he so angry?
Why is that guy's face red?
Who's he cursing about? Because nobody can see me but you.
No, I
was on this balcony, but I was literally behind these bushes.
All you heard was like, wah, wah.
You could hear me,
Quack.
but nobody could really see me except Jay Bird.
Drunk. And the guy doing the minister guy, because she's like, it's fucking beautiful.
That was her response for the minister.
Well, he asked how he was doing. I said, "You're doing fucking great."
Dude, she was. I have never seen the Raging Cajun. She was at gremlin level.
A different level of drunk.
Yeah, I wanted her to get arrested. And I never wished for any of my homies to get arrested.
On it?
Oh, I wanted it. Maybe even a taser.
Thrown in Key West jail.
Yeah. Oh, they take you to Stock Island. You don't want to wind up in Stock Island.
She needed to reflect.
Yeah. That's a tough place to be. Got an email here from Jen. She said, I just wanted to correct this. So there is still Eddie Bauer stores in malls, just not in our local malls.
Thank you. Again.
Yeah. So we can just start doing a Virginia correction segment.
Remember how Adam mentioned Eddie Bauer is not in any malls, Cam?
Yeah.
I don't see him.
Oh, because I don't see him. That means they don't see us, Cam. Quack, 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 quack.
And we have some viewing suggestions here. Stephanie said, just a couple things I came across this weekend. Netflix has a new documentary called Worst Roommate Ever. I'm on the 3rd episode. It's well done. Very good if you like murder specials like myself. There's a show on the ID channel, too, called Killer Carnies.
Yes, I've seen that before.
Fascinating stories involving carnies, and one episode has a Florida tie-in.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
Apparently, back in the 80s, 90s, there was a town in North Florida where all the carnies lived. Best one was the one with the lobster boy.
That's the one I'm talking about. Holy
Yeah.
shit balls. It's got a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah. Also, Kevin, there's a show on Netflix called Bad Sport, True Crime and Sports, intersecting docu-series that examines global controversies and scandals with firsthand accounts from those involved. Very good show.
Boy, that lobster boy was a real prick.
Oh, yeah?
Real prick. Oh, yeah. He killed his girl. I'm sorry. He killed his daughter's boyfriend.
No way. Lobster Boy did?
He did.
What the hell, man?
He was an ass.
What do you have, like claws for hands?
He had
What's his deal, or he's just red?
No, he had some kind of deformity where his hands, and a lot of his kids had the issue where they had whatever it was called that would make his hands look like the lobster clamps. And I believe this one daughter did not have this condition, and she had a boyfriend, and he ended up shooting and killing him.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think he got away with it, too.
Really?
What?
Yeah, man. It was pretty. It's a crazy story.
Okay.
You guys will never watch it. It's pretty fucked up. It's
yeah,
definitely
I
stay
don't
with
watch
you.
that kind of stuff.
You don't watch that kind of stuff.
No.
No.
Not my thing.
Well, that's good.
Doug had said, Kevin, if you like the History Channel show Vikings, check out the new Netflix Vikings. Valhalla. Okay, I haven't seen the original, but yeah, it would be the kind of show I might watch. I've seen it there. It's just one of the ones. You have those shows that they've been hanging out for a while. Vikings is one of those shows that I know it's there and it's just kind of hanging out. And maybe one day, if I don't have anything pressing that I feel like I should watch, and it's there, and I've got my 4th case of COVID, then maybe I'll put it on. Vanessa said, yeah, I just watched an awesome documentary on Netflix. I think Jason would love it. It's called Long Shot and involves murder, baseball, and Curve Your Enthusiasm.
I have seen it before. Yeah, they solved a murder case. Some guy was wrongfully accused of killing somebody, and they had to go back and look in a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where the guy was there to prove he wasn't committing a murder. It was a big old thing. Yeah,
okay.
it's actually
so you're already aware of that.
It's a very funny episode, too, of Curb Your Enthusiasm. He goes to a Dodgers game and picks up a hooker so he can not get charged in the POV lane or the HOV lane.
Okay.
You know, wherever you can't. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. The carpool lane.
Thank you, carpool lane.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for all of these suggestions. Appreciate that. Want to let everybody know that we have a KVJ Volunteer Army Beach cleanup that is coming up this weekend. Love to see you guys out there. It's just kind of an easy little morning. We meet up about 8:30. We go on the beach. We clean up some of the debris and trash that is out there. It's good because it's sea turtle nesting season that is going on right now. So it's good for the sea turtles.
Me and Kevin, what we like to do is make a big circle in the sand in front of everybody and then wrestle in that circle for KVJ Nation.
That's always kind of our finishing move.
You wear singlets, which I provide, and I'm so sorry. All they had was youth medium.
And whoever gets the least amount of sand up their butthole is the winner.
Yeah, it takes a while to can all the sand, but it's fun.
I would legit pay cash money, as I'm sure most of KVJ Nation would as well.
Now,
all Kevin has to do is say yes, and we can make this happen.
Right.
I can go to the singlet store today.
Bam. Okay. Saturday, if you want to come out with your family, we're going to do the cleanup, John D. MacArthur State Park. Be there by 8:30, but we'll start showing up a little bit after 8 so that we can kind of hit the beach at 8:30, and it's just going to take you maybe like by 10 a.m. you'll be done, and you do something good for the sea turtles and for South Florida, all brought to you by Rosenthal, Levy, Simon, and Sosa personal injury attorney, so thank you very much to them for sponsoring it.
And didn't you say manatees right now are kind of banging these days? It's mating season for manatees?
I think they're doing all right, yeah. I think they're doing all right.
Okay.
They did actually have a rough season, I remember. They had said that there were a lot of manatee deaths. They had really kind of lately made a comeback.
That hurts my heart to hear.
I think the headline is actually very negative. I think there's been a lot of manatee deaths. So
but tell yourself whatever you need to get through the day.
To mate, but
I thought Kevin had a mating story in there the other day.
No, it's just manatee death. Yeah, they're getting cut to shreds, Jay-Bird.
Oh my God.
Everybody hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we all love them, but no.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's it, unfortunately.
I'll just eat pizza today. Eat my blues away.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Thank you to our friends at Atoll Vodka for sponsoring the podcast. If you want to grab some for yourself, it's delicious with a clean, crisp citrus finish. Go to mashandgrape.com.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.